Hi Cancer, it's Trishna here. Welcome to your September 2019 love reading. So what I'm feeling for you is I feel like your love life is in a pretty decent place. I feel like you found some level of peace in whatever your relationship status is right now. So if you're currently in a relationship with somebody, I feel like you're in this comfortable, relaxed place and it feels like all is right with the world, or if not, it feels like all is about to be right with the world. You're somehow working things out and you're getting a lot more comfortable and relaxed with how your relationship is going. If you're not currently in a relationship, I feel like either you've met somebody new and you're excited about exploring where that goes and learning more about this person, or if you're completely single, I feel like you found some level of peace within being single and you feel good about that on most days, at the very least, a lot of days. And I just feel like you're in a pretty healthy place with regards to how you feel about romance and love and relationships. And I think that what brought you to this point is that you you've been working a lot on letting go of control in this area of your life. And you've also kind of come around to this belief that things are going to work out for you and things are going to go well for you in this realm. You feel good about how things are going to go, and you've also given up control. And, I said earlier that you're at a level of peace most days, if not a lot of days, and that's because it is a balance for you. There are some days when you feel like it's missing from your life, or you feel like you're frustrated because it's not there, and it's kind of annoying and yeah, frustrating. And then there are other days when you're just really distracted by other things that are going really well in your life that you're excited about, that you think about, that you're really engaged with, that just take up your attention. So you've kind of found this balance of, some days you don't feel quite so great about relationships, but other days you're just so invested in maybe your career or some project or your friends or interests and hobbies that you have that you kind of forget about the relationship side of things and you really can let go of the control in that respect. And, because you are getting really invested in other things and sometimes you can let go, that allows the internal belief in yourself that, love is going to be something that is a part of your life. It is going to show up at some point in time and you're going to be very happy with that. So that belief is also there as well. In October, I think it was, of last year, I did some love readings for all of the signs, and I believe it was in that reading for you, Cancer, or it may have been one of the other readings that I did for you last year. I felt like you were going to have to be very, very patient still before you would be able to find that partner and find that relationship with somebody who would be very loving towards you. And I remember at the time, like, I could just feel how frustrating that was for you to hear because you have been very patient for a very, very long time. And it's like now you're telling me to keep being patient. And I kind of have a little bit of bad news because I'm still getting that now is not really the time for you to have a relationship. And that's because I feel like you're not ready to be the kind of partner that you need to be in a relationship with somebody else. You're not really able to give the love that somebody else needs. You're not really able to be that good partner just yet. And in the extended, I'm going to be doing extended readings. In the extended readings, I'm going to go into some of the blocks, like what's holding you back. But the two that I'm feeling right now, I'm feeling two right now. And for those two, the solution is pretty much the same. So I'm going to share those two blocks right now. And you may have one of those blocks, you may have both of those blocks. Take it as it resonates for you. But the two blocks that I'm feeling for you right now, the two reasons why I feel like you're not really ready to be a good partner at this point in time, and that's why you're not able to call in a partner at this point in time, it's because you're not ready to be that partner, is because one, I feel like you have some insecurity in your life that you are very preoccupied with, that when you enter a relationship, relationships magnify how we feel about ourselves. So if we have insecurities, those insecurities aren't going to disappear the moment we have a relationship. If anything, they're going to be magnified. And that's not a bad thing because all of our relationships are here to help us grow and teach us to love ourselves even more than we did before. And so when our insecurities get magnified in a relationship, that's just the universe really helping us address insecurities and hate that we have towards ourselves so that we can heal it and love ourselves more. So it's not a bad thing, but that is what what happens in relationships. And so if you were to enter into a relationship with your insecurities, it's only going to be magnified, and that's going to take up the relationship. And if you have these insecurities and you're bringing them into a partnership and they're magnified, you're just going to be really focusing on those insecurities and not focusing enough on your partner. And in some cases, I think this is very rare for you, but in some cases, maybe for some of you, not only will you be so preoccupied and kind of self-absorbed regarding your insecurities and therefore unable to really be as present with your partner, but sometimes when we have insecurities, it makes us react in negative ways. And if we're more loyal to our insecurities than we are to our partner, we may take out our insecurities on our partner. We may try to bring them down so we can feel better about ourselves. And so I don't think that's something that most of you are going to do, but I mean, I'm getting called to share that maybe as something just to be aware of and just to give you an understanding of where you're at right now and why you won't be able to give to a partner right now, because I think that you really want to be the most amazing partner to whoever you want to bring into your life. Like, you really want to be that loving, devoted, positive influence on somebody. Like, that is when you enter into a partnership, like, you take it really seriously. You're all in and you really are invested in the growth of your partner and supporting your partner and being emotionally there for them. And you can't give that right now. And that's something that you really want to give, so you're not ready. Like, you really want to give something that you can't at this point in time. That's something that you need to work on right now. And so, like, your insecurities could be a number of things. It really just depends on, you. And I feel like it's really, for all of you, it may be really like in one area. So, maybe for some of you, it's your body image. You don't feel comfortable in your body. And then when you're in a partnership with somebody, they're going to see all of you. And that's just going to make you feel even more insecure about parts of your bodies. And for others of you, like, maybe it's your career. You don't feel like you're as set in your career as you would like or making as much as you would like. And so when you enter into a partnership, obviously you're going to be spending money with each other and going on nice dates. And, you're going to want, like, you want to be, regardless of your gender, because I don't feel like this is gender specific. Like, I feel like women have this too. Like, you want to be a good provider. You want to offer something of value into your relationship. And for people who are career oriented, that means that you want to be successful because you want to bring success into your relationship. You want to bring, the value of the dollar into your relationship. You want to buy nice things for your partner. You want to feel like you measure up in their eyes in that respect. And so if you're not really there in your career right now or in your business or whatever it is, then that's going to be amplified again in your relationship. So that's one of the blocks that I'm seeing for you. One of the reasons why you may not be ready for a relationship. There's some insecurity in your life that's going to be amplified, and it's going to make you preoccupied, kind of make you self-absorbed. Self-absorbed is kind of a strong word. I don't really know. I mean, you're not going to feel like you're being self-absorbed, but that is how you're going to come across. You're not going to be very present for your partner. And the other block that I'm feeling for you is you haven't really made room in your life for a partner. I feel like maybe you are in some kind of transition in your life. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're offering new services in your business, maybe you're starting a new business, maybe you're making a career change. And you, like, you want a relationship, so to you, you feel like, I would be ready for one if one showed up in my life. Like, I have a void that is ready to be filled. It's a vacuum. If somebody comes into my life, they will have a place in my life. But, I feel like you're just very preoccupied. Preoccupied is kind of the theme across both blocks that I'm feeling for you, but you're really preoccupied with some area of your life, either a transformation or you're just preoccupied with maybe your career or moving or something like that. And because of that, all of your focus is really going there when you're not thinking, like, you may be thinking about how you want love, but like, you don't have room in your schedule to accommodate love. And all of your focus is kind of on other areas of your life. And so if somebody were to enter in, you're just really busy. You'd have to make a lot of changes. And, you really need to create space for somebody to enter your life. You don't just need a void of wanting them. You also need to create space in your actual calendar. And so I really recommend that you do that. And regardless of what your block is, whether it's the insecurities or whether it's that you don't have room in your life for a partner? Because maybe you're traveling and like, how would you meet them? There's just somehow there's just not space for them. Even if you're not traveling, your mind is just so focused on something else that even though you feel a void, you mentally do not have room for somebody else in your life right now. So, in either case, I really recommend that you make some time in your schedule, regardless of which block, you make some time in your schedule that you devote to self love, self care. And I would recommend maybe like 3 hours a week, but if that's too much, like if you just don't have time for that right now, at least start with 1 hour a week, maybe 1 hour on Sunday or something like that. And then you can increase it from there where you focus on self love. Because now this helps in either block, because if you have insecurities, you obviously have some self love work that you need to do before you can be ready to give to a partner. And if you are too busy right now and haven't created a space for a partner in your life, then you also need to do self love, because when you take the time to love yourself, when somebody else comes into your life, you're making space for them to where you can now shift the love that you gave to yourself and now give it to somebody else. So, when you love yourself, it's like you're already preparing, you're already giving time and space to being able to love somebody else. It's just that there isn't that person there right now. So, like right now, you're going to love yourself. And I really feel like if you work on those two blocks and if you create some time for yourself to love yourself and to open up space for somebody new to come into your life, I don't think you'll have to be patient for very much longer. I think that maybe in a few weeks somebody may enter your sphere and you may be able to start a relationship with somebody special. I also think though that if you don't work on these blocks, you'll be waiting a while, because these blocks do need to be addressed before you can be that good partner that you want to be to somebody else. And if you're already in a relationship, like this kind of work is only going to enhance the relationship that you're in. You're already starting to feel comfortable. You already feel like things are either right with the world in your relationship or they're about to be right in the world with your relationship. And I think that, really working on maybe insecurities or just giving a little bit more time to yourself or maybe to your partner would really go a long way in just like, what's the word? Just like, it's not maximizing the love in your relationship, enhancing the potency of the love in your relationship. I think that it would really enhance what is going on between you two, and you'd build a much stronger connection. And I think that that would be very welcome to your partner. Like your partner would be very welcoming of a deeper connection with you, and I think that you would absolutely enjoy it as well. And I think that you'd also find that you're able to give more to your partner, and I think that that would make you feel a lot better about the relationship too, and about what you bring to the table and how you contribute. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you. Before I close this video, I just want to let you know, I already kind of alluded to this, but I just want to let you know that I will be doing extended readings. I used to do extended readings about 1.5 to 2 years ago. They used to be on Vimeo. I'm going to try Patreon this time. So keep an eye out for that. The link to my extended video, regardless of what side it will be on, will be in the description box below. And in that extended video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go deeper into your relationship, and we're going to also go into what your strengths are, what strengths do you bring to the table, especially with regards to your relationship. We're going to go into what weaknesses you need to work on. We've already kind of covered a couple of them, but we're going to go into more depth on those. We're also going to talk about some of your fears and blocks. So we're going to clear out just everything that I can pick up on for you so that you can really, really maximize the success in this area of your life, so that you can really call in better partners, more partners, improving the current partnership that you may have already, just really opening the doors to better relationships for you in your life, more love, more romance, just healthier relationships with people in your life. So that's what we're going to talk about there. So if you're interested in that, I will see you in that video. If not, still, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.